shall I say, was intense, but there's also a few sort of slightly worrying scenes with the police and fans. I know a lot of players' families were up in the crowd, so just wondering, has Gio said anything about how his family are? Was everything okay?
No, I mean, I only had a quick chat to the guys. I only came in this morning, but yeah, him, Romero, didn't seem to be any issues from what I understand. I think, as you said, there were some concerns, but from what the lads have told me, everything's fine.
He flourished under Unai Emery at Villarreal. I was wondering, have you looked at all how he played under Unai at the time, and what did you like about his game there, and what can he bring that other midfielders can't?
Yeah, look, I kind of looked at Gio really well before I got here, both here at Tottenham and his spells at other clubs, and you can see, he does have certain qualities. He's had a disrupted season for us. I mean, he's had a few injuries. He hasn't really had a clean run at it. He's one of a number of players where that's happened to, and but you can see, technically he's a very creative player. He works hard for the team, and as I said, he'll get an opportunity over the next few weeks to hopefully come in and make an impact.
He would have been with Argentina's squad that won the World Cup were up for injuries. He's a big name player, came for a big fee. He hasn't played too much, as you pointed out, disrupted season. What's he been like as a character? Has he been frustrated not getting so many opportunities?
No, I haven't had an issue with Gio at all. He's, like I said, he had a really strong pre-season. Then he got injured against Fulham, which was his first start, and that kind of set him back for quite a while. And sort of he's been working his way back to fitness. I haven't had any issues with any of the players in terms of frustrations. All of them know that they're in the same boat. They work hard at training. They'll get their opportunity when it comes, and when it comes, it's up to them to sort of put in performances and play at a level that continues to allow them to be part of it.
Ange, can I ask you about the Times report this week that the FA are investigating breach of agent rules between transfers referred to
Yeah, and what? 2008, in 2008 I think, maybe coaching Brisbane Roar, mate, so fair to say I wasn't around, and really, if you think that that's kind of coming across my desk, I think people are keeping a fair bit away from me at the moment because of what's really important, and that is, we've got a big game on Sunday that, obviously with issues we've got around the team tomorrow, that's where my focus is.
I understand that being with the person we also get to speak to in press conferences, so we have to put these questions to you, but we don't get
and I think I've just answered it. That it's just not across my desk, mate. For me to give you an answer would mean for me to sit down with whoever's doing the investigation, whoever's got all the information here. You know how many hours? I don't know if you've spent any hours doing that, but I don't have that time in my day to be sort of assessing those kind of issues. And as I've always said with those kind of things, and this is not just about this issue, any of those issues, there are people responsible who, as you said, maybe I'm the spokesman, but I'm the spokesman for the football club in terms of the football. I would hate it, absolutely, if you got a lawyer out here and he started talking about what formation we're going to play on the weekend. So I'll just keep my mouth shut with those things, not because of any other reason that, like I said, I respect the space that other people are in and I'm in. If you've got real questions about that, then it's probably better people to ask than me.
Tom.
Hi, obviously James Maddison is out for an extended period, and with that, sure, the attacking burden and responsibility kind of fall onto other people. So he's one of those players you're looking to. Brennan Johnson, obviously, he scored against Wolves before the international break. You're looking to him to develop a sort of synergy and attacking relationship with some young men.
Yeah, but I think that's the case irrespective of whether Matters was here or not. I mean, that's why we brought Brennan to the club. We really think he's got some really great attributes to become a real sort of attacking sort of avenue for us. Like I said, he scored last week. Again, he's had a bit of a disrupted sort of introduction to life here. He's had a couple of injuries that have set him back, and but he's healthy now, which is great. And not just him, but all the attacking players. The way we play, there's a real sort of emphasis on them, getting into those areas we need them to get into, and sort of either create or score goals. And I think Brennan, like I said, has those attributes. He just needs to sort of, now sort of get a run of games where he can show what he can do.
Yeah, it's one of the key reasons why he was brought to the club and why you can call him now, so that he can provide
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so like I said, we were kind of looking for an extra sort of attacking sort of player who can play wide, can play centrally as well. He's shown that with Wales during the week, so I think that gives us some good options in those areas.
Yep.
Ange, so you work for the Times. You've conceded 7 goals out of your total 17 after 19 and a half. Do you think there was a positive correlation between your team's high demand style of play and your increasing energy levels towards the end of games? And if yes, do you think it will be settled as your time goes with the club?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've scored a fair few after 90, so the ledger's pretty even, I think. So, no, I don't think that's, I think there's been circumstances. I mean, if we conceded, 2 against Tottenham, against Chelsea, but we were down to 9 men, so there's a fair correlation there. And, the last game we didn't play well. We didn't deserve to win that game. Even if we had won it, I wasn't happy with the way we played. That was more of an issue for me than the fact that we conceded late. We just didn't. It was probably the first game this year where we just didn't look like the team I want us to be. And some of that's understandable because obviously after the Chelsea game we had to change a fair bit of the team and there's guys coming in who hadn't played for quite a while. We scored early and we kind of went into our shells a little bit, I thought. And analysing the game, like I said, walked away, disappointed we lost, obviously, particularly in the way we did, because like I said, after 90 minutes we were still ahead, but I didn't like the way the team looked. That was more important for me. That's the stuff we need to sort of address moving forward.
John?
With Lo Celso, it's quite unusual for somebody to be a regular for the World Cup holders, but not regular for his club yet. Is this his time to shine?
Yeah, look, I mean, like I said, whether it's him or anyone else, they're here, they'll get an opportunity, and I think that's all you can do. That's all you can offer. I mean, I don't think his national team form really, is a direct correlation to here, just like anybody else's. It's, they'll get an opportunity. Gio will get an opportunity. Others will get an opportunity, particularly over the next few weeks, because, like I said, we're down on numbers. We've got a fair few games between now, and sort of the new year, where we won't get anyone really back of significance in that time, apart from probably Romero, who'll be available after the City game. So, Gio and the other guys will get that opportunity.
It looked to an outsider that he would be the sort of player who might be moved on in January, either because he's not getting the game time he wants to go, or he's a fringe player, so you might as well get him. Has Maddison's injury changed that picture? Was that an accurate picture anyway?
No, because, like I said, I guess from my perspective, I just, this is the time where I'm kind of get an opportunity to make all those assessments, because I think if you lump it all into one and sort of look at previous sort of exposure here at the club and lump it into this, well, then that's not really relevant to me. It's more about what I see from now on and how the players feel themselves about, playing the football that I want and whether they see themselves fitting into that. And also with Gio, like I said, he has had a couple of disruptions. I mean, like I said, he had a good pre-season. Fulham game was early in the year. I started him in that to give him an opportunity because I think he earned it. Then he has a setback. Then he's got to sort of work his way back into the team. But, I think with all of them, it's, as I said before, it's not, it hasn't happened by design, but I'm certainly going to get a good look at everyone. So there's no real reason why, if people sort of feel like they can make an impact, well, over the next period of time, I'm sure they'll get that opportunity.
Did you have those conversations with him? You said about the style of playing, fitting in, Maddison's injury?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've not with him specifically, apart from in pre-season where I spoke to most of the lads, but, there's constant feedback there about, how we play and where I see the guys sort of fitting in with that, and Gio's no different to that. And as I said, it's up to sort of all the players now to when they get their opportunity to show what they can do, whether that's starting or coming on, because sometimes when you're coming on for that last half hour, as we've seen with other players, you've got a real chance to make an impact and then sort of further your case for more game time.
Neil, do you want to finish this off?
Just ask, look, I don't know how well you know Emery, if you've had dealings with him in the past, but what sort of admire about his style? Also, he's got a certain amount of guts coming back to the Premier League and
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't need to prove himself. I think maybe others, but I think it's just, yeah, look, yeah, I mean, I haven't come across, but I've been a great admirer of his coaching, again, because he's a guy who's, always challenged himself, whether that was in his home country or, he obviously came over here and, the experience here didn't deter him in any way. He didn't lose any belief in who he is as a manager. And I think sometimes it's easy to put a line through people, because it doesn't work out in sort of one experience. But for all of us managers, I guess we all go through that. It's how you respond to that. And, he's been first class, and you can see, he's turned Villa around very, very quickly into, you remember what position they were when he took over, and they've been very, very consistent, and he's always, when I looked at his teams, they've always been very well organised, very well structured, clear identity, it's always the things I look for, because that tells me that there's a coach there, apart from being a manager, there's actually a coach there, because, when you see a clear identity in a team, and he's transferred that across, 3 different countries, he's a quality manager.
They've got pace there on front, their counter-attack, so is that anything you're going to do particularly to counter that?
Look, again, we kind of try and prepare for every team in terms of what potential threats they have, and the key for us is how can we sort of negate that, as you said, but within our own style of football. We don't want to change. Like I said, we're still very much still trying to build here. That's still got to, as I said, I think to the first question, we're still in the phase where I've got to make sure that we stay on course. Don't get, we can't get distracted by what's before us right now. It's about, where we want to be at a certain point in time, and, good results can take you away from that, and bad results can take you away from that. And for us, we just got to stay on course.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you.